Oh hey guys, today we're doing a video on the cooling table. It's gonna get a new top. See, this one's all worn out and old. It ain't no good no more, so I'm gonna replace it with a good. So I find some of these screws are caked in epoxy, so we'll figure out how to get those out. Let's do it. There you go. So I found all this caulking that I tried to adhere the tabletop down with, which didn't work, is sticking up like 1/16 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch. So every little bit of that has to get scraped off. I just went and sharpened up the chisel, razor sharp to do that with, and enjoy me doing that, I guess. Okay, I thought of a crazy idea while I was scraping all that stuff off. I have some foam outside that I was using on a customer's island, so it didn't get scratched on the shop floor. What if I cut it into pieces, filled up some of that gap with it, so it'll act as insulation to keep the cold from the pipes, and it's also gonna close up this space, so there's less area that the pipes have to cool down, keeping the cold against the cooling table. Probably make it work better. Well, that's my crazy idea there, and I think I'm gonna do it. There's always something that happens. This time my phone died. It actually did. So here's the table now that it's done. Brand new tabletop. I leveled it off and everything. Put some epoxy tape over top of all the screw holes. So that way you can pour right over top of it and there won't be any fuss trying to get the screws out next time I have to replace the top. So sheet of plastic's $350. They used to be $200 before everything inflated. But the sweet guys at the shop that I've been going to for 11 years, they knew me and they didn't even tell me, but they gave it to me for 200 bucks. I look at my receipt, it says 40% off and it says it's normally $349. I'm like, well, thanks guys. So yeah, there you go, it's done. Put the tank in, water goes through all the pipes, and it cools down the surface temperature of the tabletop. So when you're making epoxy resin tables and cutting boards or just whatever you're doing with epoxy resin on this table, it cools down the resin from inside. That way it doesn't react as bad.